Hello. Today I would like to talk to you about how I work with my Kundalini clients. I have been working with many different people who suffer from the so-called Kundalini syndrome for a number of years, and overall I want to tell you straight away that my results are very, very good. So people recover very quickly. They feel better within weeks or a few months, even though Kundalini is not a disease, so the word recovery doesn't really make sense. But a lot of people who suffer from an involuntary Kundalini awakening, they are very confused and they are also very afraid, and then they also have all sorts of other symptoms like insomnia or energy moving in strange ways in their body, a general sense of oversensitivity, enlarged emotions, and also a sense of having to change. And all of that can result in some people in a very big crisis. Now, when I work with people like that, I have like a two-pronged approach. On the one hand, I help people to understand what Kundalini is. And that means to understand that Kundalini is really a very positive experience, something that will help them and push them towards their highest potential, enlightenment. Kundalini is a facilitator of our highest potential. And sometimes that can be a bit stressful. And I always say it is like somebody is giving you an instrument and say, clean out this house and do it very, very properly. So Kundalini is saying to us, clean out your mind, purify yourself. And if you don't understand that, then it can be very confusing and also frightening. And my approach focuses in the beginning on first helping people to understand that Kundalini is in its main thrust something very benign, something that gives you more health. It helps you to arrive on higher levels of consciousness. It's not something that will bring you down ever, even though it can feel like that sometimes. And then we go to work and dissolve the negative emotions. So I always work with the negative emotions first. For many people that is anxiety, but some people with Kundalini also have a lot of anger, a lot of despair, a lot of very strong emotions. And the way we work with that is with the process of higher consciousness healing, which uses pure love as the healing agent. And now that works very, very well with people who have a Kundalini awakening, because this love is really helping them. And so my job is to help them to guide the love into the problem that is bothering them, for example, the anxiety. And we also work directly with the energy body, like on the chakras, and relax the tensions that are involved in the negative emotions like anxiety. And this process of higher consciousness healing is very, very effective. It works by visualizing certain very simple visualizations, and you don't really have to be good at visualizing to do that. Anybody can do that. And it is something that I will teach you. So it's not that I will give you healing or that I will in any way interfere with you or your energy system. I don't correct anything. I just help you to correct yourself and to get rid, first of all, of the negative emotions. And with the anxiety, generally speaking, people take like 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks and the anxiety is gone, completely gone. Or maybe reduced to a very, very small minimum. And the same is true for all the other enlarged emotions. Once you know how you can work them, how you can dissolve them yourself, it is quite easy to do it. It's just, it takes somebody to show you how to do it. And in my overall experience, I find that once we have addressed the emotional aspect or layer of Kundalini symptoms than the physical symptoms, like, you know, energy rushing or pains or sexual over-arousal. All these more physical feelings, they subside greatly, they go away. And if they haven't gone away, once we've dealt with the emotional stuff, then we can work with the physical symptoms in exactly the same way how we work with the emotions, and that usually also works very well. And so overall my clients are in a much better state intellectually, so that they understand what's going on with them, emotionally because they just feel much better, physically because the physical problems subside, and also spiritually because they learn to harness this process for their spiritual growth. And that's really what Kundalini is intended to do. It helps us to grow spiritually in the fastest way possible, and in that way it is a very positive event. And I'm saying this because I myself have been in the Kundalini process for roughly 30 years now, and I've pretty much had almost every symptom of that process that you can imagine. So many years I had no guidance, and because people didn't know so much about Kundalini in the 80s and the 90s, and we didn't have the internet, so I didn't even know what was happening to me all these years. But the process that I have gone through, and that I find it has been so wonderful for me and helped me to achieve so many good things in my life, that is what enables me to help others who are in a similar situation. If you want to find out more or think about having sessions with me, please come to my website, which is taraspringett.com, and it would be very nice to see you there. Bye bye.